What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Wednesday, May 15, 2024, and it's CPI day, folks. Consumer Price Index. This is my favorite day of the trading month, folks. It is, for some reason, I just love, generally speaking, I love the price action that we get on CPI day. Yesterday, PPI day, good day in the market. Difficult times to trade the market yesterday, but today it's CPI day. I mean, what could go wrong? What could happen? You know, there's always something that can happen. There's always something that can go wrong. There's always something that can go happen. But again, we're going to go over that, folks. But again, if you like our videos, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content. Also, leave us a comment and share. We always appreciate that. So we got that report that came out this morning. CPI came out this morning, and what did it do? It just ran up. I mean, we got this big giant candle in pre-market, folks. And you're thinking, what's that $3 candle? We got 23.78 through 20, over a $3 candle. When you get a $3 candle or $3 worth of movement in a few minutes in pre-market, you're thinking, oh man, now here's something also crazy that happened. We hit all-time highs again in pre-market. Folks, when we hit all-time highs, the issue with all-time highs is, guess what? We have no historical context at that point. We can't look left and say, okay, we've got a supply zone up here, and the last time or the last 2 or 3 or 4 times we hit the supply zone, it rejected and it came back down. We can't say that. We have no historical context. Trading all-time highs, for a lot of people, including myself, I don't like to trade all-time highs. That's just the reality, folks. You know, once it kind of bounces around in this range for a few days, I'm fine with trading it because, again, we can find these ranges. We can find these zones that we're looking for. Look for supply zones up top, demand zones down low. That's what we're looking for. But again, folks, we've got that pre-market high, 527 even money, pre-market low, 523.12. You got almost $4. But again, the majority of this is going to be that CPI report that came out at 8:30 this morning, folks. Again, massive volumes. Now, once it kind of stabilized up here in pre-market, it didn't do a whole lot. So let's get into the open. Nothing for me in open. I thought about taking this double cross to the upside and right at open. And look at this thing. I mean, it ran up. It would have been a really, really nice play to the upside. I would have been looking for this pivot point up here at 526.84. It did not get up there. So there's actually a good chance on this particular play that I would have let it come down to at least this level. And maybe recapture that 9 and taking it back up. But again, I did not play that. I wasn't really interested in playing that first candle. I was looking at volume 559,000. I'm generally looking for 600, 700, 800,000 at a minimum on that first candle to give me any kind of confidence that we're going to make any kind of decent moves today. And again, folks, we opened at all-time high, so we had an all-time high or old all-time high in regular trading hours is sitting at 524.63. So down here, we're opening above that. So again, we can look left all we want. There's no historical context whatsoever, nothing to trade off of. So what do we have to do? Well, we trust our 9. We're 920 traders, folks. Trust the 9. Use that as support on the way up. Use it as resistance on the way back down. Again, nothing in here for me at these levels until we got a nice little run up here. You know, we covered, took care of VWAP up here. I missed my entry. I missed the fishtail in here. And then I missed these first couple of candles. And I said, you know what, we recaptured, got above this, got above VWAP again. And I took it back to the upside. It was a nice play up here, folks. There was a lot more. As you can see, there was a lot more left in this play. But I took it up to this this point right here, this pivot point at this point. And said, you know what, it's a decent play back to the upside. Now, the question is, why'd you let it pull back this far? Well, I let it pull back this far because, number one, I thought we could take it up to that pivot point, and I knew I had support on the 20, and ultimately, I knew I had support on the VWAP. So, yeah, did I turn red for a few minutes? Yeah, big deal. Don't care. It's an individual trade. And again, we're not going to get worked up over individual trades, folks. You just can't. You know, whether it's a winning trade or a losing trade, you can't worry about single trades unless you're breaking your rules, folks. And if you're breaking your rules, then that's a totally different thing. You have to obviously We learn from every trade, but if you break your rules, please just don't do that again. Stop trading for the day if you break your rules, folks. Kind of a self-imposed timeout. If you break your rules once, you'll be incentivized to do it again, particularly if you do it in that same trading day. Okay, so there's that punch to the upside. We got another cross to the upside. Look at these, folks. I'm calling these levels out in here. You know, we finally took out that pre-market high on this run that I was on up here. Nice double cross to the upside. And again, folks, I don't like trading all-time highs. That's just me. Yes, I had pivot points up here. But, you know, pivot points are just not the same to me as, you know, good supply zones. And I would rather not trade. And, you know, I've said this before. It's better to not be in a trade and wish you were than to be in one and wish you were not. I didn't wish to be in these trades, folks, only because, you know what, we're trading at an all-time high, and I don't like trading all-time highs. I just don't like it. Did I miss some plays? Yes, I missed some absolutely beautiful plays. Look at all these plays to the upside, folks. And again, that's okay. It's fine. It's seriously okay. The market is going to be here tomorrow, folks. I mean, we had nice, this is a $5 run today. Had we opened up somewhere low, oh, you can bet your bottom dollar that I would have played this and I would have gone in heavy multiple times just based on the technicals. But again, all-time high, not interested. I'll wait. I'm fine with waiting, folks. We finally, I mean, every cross to the upside, folks, with the exception, I think, one. I think this one right in here, 1327, this one didn't work. So this one didn't work. You know, you get this cross to the upside, and then you end up maybe losing a little bit of money on it. Now, in this area right down here, we came down here, we picked up a few more buyers. I was talking to the group, and I said, okay, folks, I said, for those of you that got in on this trade and stopped out just a few minutes ago, I said, please, please, please do not let that losing trade keep you out of the next setup. I said, we got a setup right in here. I think POC was right around here at the time. It's up a little bit higher now, obviously. But don't let this setup right here, this losing trade, keep you out of the next trade. You never know what's going to happen. You got a setup that happens. Okay, take that setup, take it back to the upside. And again, this would have been a really, really nice trade to the upside. We got 78 through 40. We got 70-cent move up there. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful. Now, you could have very easily stopped out on one of these candles that are coming down, you know, back to the downside. You breached that 9. You're still probably in a little bit of profit. Had quite a bit of volume that poured in. We're getting pretty late in the trading day at this point, and you know, I'm looking for anything in power hour. I didn't really see anything to my liking, folks. It just wasn't anything that I was really interested in taking. But I do want to show you one thing right here, folks. This is a working volume profile right here. We'll have volume profile up. This is the 1 minute. This is your POC, and we've talked about this multiple times. POC, point of control. This is the point at which most money has changed hands based on this price right here of the equity. So right here on this yellow line, goldenrod, 529.34. That's the price today, folks. That's the price at which most money has traded hands. And you can see this evidenced by this big volume node sticking out right here, folks. That is it. But again, nothing for me. Again, yeah, there was a setup, 30 minutes before close, but I said to myself, I'm fine with not trading it. Again, I was looking for this 529.85, a pivot point. Been looking for it all day, and a couple minutes before close, we got there. And I looked at the contracts that I was looking at, and they ran like crazy. But again, I'm fine with not being in that trade. And I know I talk about this all the time. You close out a trade, and then you lie to yourself, and you say, oh, I'm fine closing it out. No, you're not. But seriously, folks, trading at all-time highs is... I just don't like it. It's not how I like to trade. But that's how she played out today, folks. All-time highs, some really, really, really nice setups today. There were some times where it was a slow grinder today, folks. I mean, it just, up and down and up and down and up and down in slow moves. It eventually got to where we were looking to go, but really, really slow moves all the way around today, folks. So, folks, that's how she played out today. I'd say overall, I think a lot of folks did really well today. And again, I was just interested in taking that one play today. Here it is. That was it. I'm fine with that. It was a decent play. Was it big? Nah, it was decent. I missed out on a lot, but again, folks, all-time highs. I don't know how many times I've said all-time highs. Somebody needs to count those and tell me how many times I've said all-time highs in this video today. But again, that's how she played out today. relative to the 920, folks. That's what SPY did today. Now, if you enjoy our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you can be notified when we drop new content, which is just about every day, and sometimes on the weekends. Now, you can see what we're doing in after hours over here, folks. Nice little sell-off. Double cross to the downside right at close, folks. Nice little sell-off, not doing a whole lot. Low volume moves. And by the way, today was another low volume day. Another super low volume day. It is what it is. But turn on those notifications. Also, leave us a comment. I always appreciate that. I always respond to every single comment. And don't forget to share, because sharing is caring, folks. Now, if you're interested in live daily trading, so every single day, folks, every single day from 9 o'clock in the morning to market close, we are in here talking about these different setups. Although I didn't play a whole lot today, not a whole lot of setups that I liked, I'm still talking about the setups and basically saying, okay, if you're looking for calls right here, you have support, you get across to the upside. If you're looking for puts, today really wasn't a put day. I don't say that very often, but I wasn't looking for puts at all today after we started making these all-time highs. But we do this every single day. Come check us out. We're going to give you that first week for free. It's our live trading Discord. It's called Trading Decoded, folks. Please check it out, folks. If you like it, great. Become a member. If you don't, hey, no worries. If you're interested in the 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. All of the information is there for the entire world to see, folks. It's all there, guys. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a super secret strategy that you don't know is going to work for you, that's been around forever and ever and ever. It's just repackaged garbage, folks. Everything is already there. You don't need to spend that money. Head on over to 920trading.com. It is all there for you. But again, thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time with us today and checking out our video, folks. We hope you all have a great rest of the day. We're going to do it again tomorrow, folks. And we will see you in the markets.